Meditate, manifest, invest in you. Join me on my spiritual journey as I elevate myself and like-minded listeners to a higher level mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thank you for listening. This is Black Hippie Lounge, and I am your host, Chanel. Good evening. Today's episode is called Don't Fold. And I'm not going to talk too long. Just come through with a couple messages and giving my take on it and, giving a few pointers and go from there. I did not record yesterday because I had work. So I got a part-time job, so I'm working every day, so I work weekends now. So usually I record Sunday, but I was tired after I get off of work. So I recording now. And just want to drop in and give a quick message that I feel that could resonate for someone. Resonates for me. So just want to share. So yeah, this episode is gonna be called Don't Fold. And quick check-in, so last week's episode was an interview with Esther. So actually, she interviewed me as well. So that episode will be coming out soon. Once it's released, I will let you guys know so you can check out that episode on her platform. It was a good conversation, so I'm looking forward to hearing it. And let me see some other check-in points. Yeah, it's about to be April already. Time's going by fast. I feel like March went by really fast. We are entering into Aries season. I've been seeing a lot of posts about what Aries season means, and it seems to be, I don't know much about Aries. I don't really know that many Aries, but some mantras that I've seen for Aries season is: I align with courage to face obstacles. I am strong. I am capable. I am brave. I am a source of inner knowledge. My intuition is always leading me to the right place. I am aligned with my soul's journey. So there's those type of mantras. Yeah, I really don't know many Aries, but okay, let me see. It says Aries season is a time for new beginnings. It is a season for finding your inner strength and fanning the flames of your inner fire. So yeah, it's about new beginnings. And that makes sense because it's around springtime. Let's see what else it says. Aries season is likely to uplift our mood and our overall state of being. It is important to be mindful of truly listening to what others have to say. It will increase our mental energy, our curiosity, our willingness, and our desire to learn, making choices that allow us to move forward in our self-discovery journey and bring our attention to control and power dynamics that are limiting our freedom. So it's definitely about liberation, freedom, just your mental health being, or your mental space clearing out for good things to come. Just a new beginning, because it's, like I said, spring, so it's kind of just a refreshing energy for Aries. So far it's been pretty good for me, so yeah, I hope it's been good for everyone else, listeners. So let's begin. So I have two different posts that that resonate with each other and about the message I'm saying about don't fold. So I saw something that says, you get tested the most when it's time to elevate to the next level. Don't fold. And I definitely believe that, because in past experiences and even currently, I feel like the universe will, I feel like, okay, say you start when you manifest something, or you asking, praying for something in your life, usually you start off by, or at least for me, I start off by just saying it in a prayer and kind of leaving it at that, not really doing much action behind it. And then, as humans, once we don't get what we're asking for, we might ask again and then again and again. And then each time you kind of have your feelings behind it changes to maybe more anxious or, more demanding. And when you're doing that, of asking the universe of something, you're going to get what you want in the form that the universe feels like you deserve it to have it. The universe is going to test you first, because to make sure that you really want it. And usually when you're getting tested, it's like, obstacles be thrown your way, or you really have to just be patient, and you have to not fold and do the work behind it, be appreciative of it even before it comes to you, and know that you are going to get it, get what you deserve and what you desire in the form that the universe feels is best for you. And you can't fold. You can't, have self-doubt. When you're asking for something, you have to believe that you deserve it and that you're going to get it. So, just remembering, I just want people to remember, like, don't fold. You're going to get tested. Life is a teacher. You're going to get tested. And, it's not even something that you can necessarily study for. The only thing you can do is learn your lessons, and then the next time they come around, you should know better. If you know better, you do better, so pay attention to the lessons in your life, the experiences that you have, and just keep going, and don't let it break you. So another post that I saw is that just remember, you're someone's ray of sunshine. Your success is important to someone, and they're counting on you. Even though you fall forward. Lead with positivity. Lead with positivity, light and light. Oh my. Hold on. Let me start over. Okay, just remember, you're someone's ray of sunshine. Your success is important to someone, and they're counting on you. Even though you fall forward. Lead with positivity, love, and light. Lead with selflessness. Be the MVP of your own game. You got this. Just make sure your name rings bells while you're at it. And then there's some other stuff. I don't know what that has to do. But this is just a quote that I saw on Instagram. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't read. But I like that message also, because again, it's sometimes we forget about that you are someone's ray of sunshine, one person or multiple, whether that be family, friends, partners, or even just strangers. We have so much social media, and you have followers, and you don't even know who really. You might have a few followers who really do look up to you, and who really do follow everything that you do, and they're rooting for you, and they want to see you succeed, and they are sending you positivity and light and positive energy your way. So even if you fall forward, just keep going, and always try to lead with positivity, and always do things. Also, I noticed another thing that I've been thinking about is, like, do things with good intentions. And I know sometimes I struggle with this idea of, like, I do things with good intentions, but sometimes even when you're doing things with good intentions, it doesn't always go your way, or the things that you're doing, if it's for other people, they might not reciprocate the energy that you feel you deserve. And it's easy to take it personal in the form of, because that's your ego talking, but the soul will recognize that, what, that person needed that, and you've just done, a bit of God's work, and you're gonna be repaid for it in other ways. It might not be from that person. God might pay you back, or send you back the good karma for what you've done in a different form from someone else, or just some other type of way. But don't ever think that the good that you do is not going to come back to you, because the good that you put out comes back. Just like when you put out bad, it comes back to you as well. It may not come in the form that you think, or the time that you think, or even towards you. It could, skip over you to someone, your child or something like that. So you always have to be mindful of the energy that you put out and the things that you do to others and the way that you interact with others, because everything is full circle, and everything that you put out, it does come back to you, So just remembering, sometimes it is hard to we have our everyday lives, and it is, I know for me, I don't always think about, I'm someone's ray of sunshine, or I know someone's really looking up to me, or someone is proud of me, or someone thinks that what I'm doing is great and they want to do that one day, because sometimes I know for me, I have the mindset of like, I'm just doing this, like I'm just doing it, like it's not anything that I had to study for, or I just really took a leap of faith with it. And but that's not always easy for other people. Everyone has different comfort levels. Everyone has different levels of confidence in themselves and others. Everyone has their own story. So just remembering that, and, keep believing in yourself, keep moving forward. If you fall, get back up again and just keep going, because you really don't have a choice. I feel like I talk about this type of thing sometimes a lot in my episodes, but it's true. Like, you have to keep going. You can't stop. You could stop, but it's not really going to do you any good. You're still going to be in a situation where you don't know that the future, or if you had moved forward, you might be in a place that you never dreamed of. Or what are you going to do? Go back to what you already left? That's clearly wasn't good for you, and probably could be in a worse condition than when you left it. So you just can't get stuck in this space of staying in the same comfort zone. You have to be able to go out of your comfort zone, even if you don't know what's ahead of you. You just have to have faith in God and yourself, in what the universe can do for you, and that you're always going to be on the right path. And even when you do lead astray, God will push you back to where you need to be. You're always where you need to be, even if it feels uncomfortable, or it feels like it's not what you planned for yourself. It's all a part of the process. And that's why I always say, like, trust the process and have faith, stay positive, try to learn the lesson and be able to pass it on to the next person, and try to just go with the flow, not stress yourself or create anxiety, but also still have high hopes for the future for yourself, still make a plan for yourself, still have goals for yourself, and work hard to achieve them. And everything will come to you in divine timing. So, again, I like this message of like remembering that you're someone's ray of sunshine. Your success is important to someone, and that someone is not just, the typical people that we think of. Oh, myself, my family, my kids, or something. Like, yes, those people do care about your success, but you'll be surprised that a lot of people who are rooting for you are complete strangers, that maybe you've touched them in some type of way, and now you are permanently in their hearts, and they are rooting for you, and they do want to see you succeed. And whether they can help you, or if they're just sending you positive light and prayers, anything can help. So just remember, I don't know about you, but if I think of that, it just makes me feel good, and it also pushes me to go hard, because you have somebody rooting for you who's not even blood or a friend. Like, that's a big deal. That means that you're showing these people that you mean what you say, and you're about your business, and you are someone who can be successful. And there's something about you that makes them believe that you're serious about what you want to do, and that you will succeed at it. It might not be right now, but you're working towards it, you're putting the energy towards it, and you're putting the work in to get there. So having that, even just that extra little bit of support, and someone, praying for your success is good. So I'm trying to think if I want to say anything else with that. Definitely. Oh, I like the part about leading. Lead with selflessness. Be the MVP of your own game. I like that as well, because you should be the most valuable player of your own game, because you are your most valuable player. All you got is you. And in any form of relationships, the way you teach people how to treat you. You know, if you think about MVP, that's like that's a big thing. You know, that's someone who's like doing, you know, a good job, and they are very successful, and people are looking up to them, and they've excelled at the game. They're the star player, you know. So with that in mind, thinking of your own life, you're the MVP of your game of life. It's like you are the star player of your own life, and you have to cheer yourself on. You have to work hard to be the MVP in your life. You have to be able to fall and get back up throughout the game and bring home the trophy to yourself, you know, the winning team, you. So, you know, being the MVP of your own life, it just creates a mindset and a lifestyle where success is the only option. And with success being the only option, there's nothing that you can't attain. And having that type of mindset, you will always be successful. You will always be you'll be a powerful player in the game. You'll be the powerful one in the room. And that's what we should aim to be as humans, to be, you know, not maybe not the most powerful, but to have that power within yourself, to have the confidence to know that you can achieve anything that you want, you put your mind to, and anything is attainable that you ask for. And another quote I have about that is, everything is attainable. If you can see it, it's already yours. And that's another thing. It's like, that's the idea behind like manifestation, praying, believing that, you know, what you pray for is what you deserve, and you believe that they'll come to you. It might not be in the form that you think, and it might not come at the time that you think, but it is coming to you. And having faith, patience, putting in the work towards it to get what you're desiring is all. That's what it's all about. I don't know why I can't talk today. I'm sorry. I think I'm just tired. But and I'm trying to think what else I want to wrap it up with is just it's the end of the month, so I'm trying to think of more topics for this coming next month. I got a lot of things coming up too, so I'm gonna try to keep up with it and keep up with the episodes, because I do have other topics that I want to discuss, but I'm tired. I'm trying to get used to working again, like both working every day, and today I'm tired because I worked out. So I worked out this morning, so it's hitting me now. But I wanted to do an episode, and I hope that everyone is, like I said, having a good day, having a good week, just be easy with yourself. We're switching into a new season, which can bring about various emotions, and just take it easy, because, you know, we don't know what's next. So much going on in the world, and all you can do is your best. And if you do your best, then that's all that needs to be done, and everything else will work out the way it needs to, and it will. Just have faith that it will, and let things unfold in your life the way that God intends for it to. So I feel like that's really all I have to say. Hope that this message was helpful to you guys, and that you guys are getting ready for summer, whatever that might mean to you. You know, working out, eating right, you know, making sure you have a good circle, good friendship circle, you know, people to hang with for the summer. Have some good plans. I don't know about traveling, but, you know, just creating good plans for yourself, and then finding different ways to enjoy your time and the weather, and everything might not be the way that we're used to, but just learning how to make do with what we have. I feel like that's something that we've learned this past year or so, and we just are in a position that we have to keep doing that, until things are changed to a better situation as far as like these vaccines, and we don't really know what the summer is going to look like. So just keeping an open mind also, but being safe. I definitely promote that. Like, be safe. Don't let, just because I feel like sometimes with weather like this, like today was pretty nice out. It was decent. Sun was out, and it's supposed to be like in the 70s this week, one day this week. But I feel like when that type of weather hits, people start getting more relaxed and might not want to, wear the mask, or everyone's coming out pretty much, even if they don't need to, because that's like what we do, right? When it's warm out, you want to be out and about. But still, I promote, being safe and trying to make sure you're doing things that are necessary until things are in a better space for us, health-wise. That's all. So overall, I hope this message was helpful to you guys. I'll post it on Instagram as well, so you can see the message that I read. And I hope that you have a great week. I will let you know about the release of that other episode that I was featured on. And I will check in again with you guys next week with another episode. So thank you for listening. This is Chanel, and this is Black Hippie Lounge. Thank you.